Yeah, almost unprecedented. They have 20 returning starters, and out of those 20, about a dozen were juniors last year who tested the waters to find out how they would do in the NFL draft. They all kind of put their names in to have their draft status surveyed. Usually when that happens, you'll end up with about 50% of the kids deciding, okay, that's good enough, I'll leave. Well, they had about a dozen guys do that last year, and only one guy left, Vernon Gholston, who ended up getting drafted in the first round by the Jets. So all of those guys who could have been NFL players came back, including James Laurinaitis, an All-American linebacker. So they're really stocked again. You know, we're talking about how Georgia used last year's bowl game to vault them to number one heading into this season. The last two championship games where Ohio State has sort of laid an egg, I think really stuck in poll voters' minds and probably hurt them this year. A team that played for a championship 2 years in a row and returns 20 starters seems like an obvious team to be number one going into the next season, but that last impression the last 2 years hasn't been very good, and that hurt. I'm sure that hurt Ohio State just enough so that instead of being number one, they're relatively close second.